Hello everyone, welcome to another Zelda-thon where we're going to continue on with the original, we're going to continue on with Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And as you can tell by the title and everything, that pretty much yes, Barney and I have discussed it and everything, and we decided that for this session we are going to make it the finale, because pretty much after this palace, all we got left is just a great palace. So we decided, you know what, let's go ahead and finish up this game once and for all. So yes, as always, I'm Secorded Diesel. I'm here with my good friend
Bonnie. I was on Teapot 7. Hey, folks.
And yes, so pretty much because that we're gonna go ahead and do both Palace 6 and the Great Palace. We're just gonna go ahead and cut straight to the point and go ahead into Palace 6 real quick. So basically, the last time that we left off and everything, we basically went and did 2 other palaces. We did the Maze Palace, aka Palace 4. And we also did the Ocean Palace, aka Palace 5 and everything. And before we went into Palace 6, I decided to go ahead and do a little grinding session. Because I knew that, basically, by the time we were gonna finish with Palace 6, I was gonna have to do a grinding session either way. So basically, we decided let's go ahead and do some grinding right now just to get it out of the way. And honestly, the grinding session didn't take as long as I thought it was going to and everything. Basically, I was able to get to the levels that, I wanted to get, right off the bat and such, so that's actually pretty good right there. So, pretty much, as soon as we put this final crystal into the palace, we will actually max out all of our levels and everything, so pretty much we'll max out our health, our magic, and most importantly, our attack as well. So, pretty much we'll be all set and good to go with the Great Palace by the time we get to it and everything. And as always as well too, let me know if the game audio and my audio are coming in as best as they can as well too. And let me know if you guys can hear Barney. Let me know if you guys can hear Barney as well too. Because I do know that within the last sessions and everything, the mic, pretty much this mic was coming in a little bit low and everything. So I know that's going to be a bit of an issue once we upload the sessions and everything onto YouTube and such. But hopefully you guys will still be able to hear him just fine and everything by the time, pretty much by the time you get to, oh yeah, I'll take that. But pretty much, yeah, hopefully you guys will still be able to hear him, once those parts gets uploaded to YouTube. Which I actually do have a very special announcement to make regarding, when Zelda 2 will be uploaded onto YouTube and everything, but pretty much I'll save that once we get to the end and everything. So, outside of that, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do the 6th palace, which I'll say right off the bat right now. This palace only has 3 keys, actually. And, but thankfully there are also 3 locks within the palace as well, too. Oh, actually, no, there's actually 4, so... Alrighty, well, actually, then, yeah, it looks like, alright, and yeah, it looks like you might have actually needed the master key from one of the towns and such. So if you didn't pick up that master key, you might as well pick it up right now. Before entering this palace. Otherwise, you're gonna be a little bit screwed. Let's just say that. And we got ourselves an iron knuckle right here. But pretty much, yeah, like I said, with this palace, we just have, 1 item left to go. We also have, pretty much, hold on. We got 1 item left to go. We also have, 1 boss and 1 crystal left to go as well, too. So, pretty much, we should be, A-okay when finishing up this palace. And I'm gonna drop here on purpose as well, too. Hold on a second, folks. Hey, anyway, sorry about that, folks. Let's continue. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, pretty much, so pretty much like I said, we are actually getting very close to coming to the end of this game. So pretty much, we can't wait to give our final thoughts on Zelda 2 and everything once we get done. Alright, so we got the key back. Now there's nothing over there and to the other side. It's just another iron knuckle. Yeah. There's another iron knuckle right here, so pretty much it's the case if you're one of those people that just refuse to level grind for whatever reason and everything, and basically I'll show you how many enemies you can actually, like, you know, destroy in this palace, as well as, like, you know, where all the P-bags are as well, too. That way you can get as many, like, experience points as you can. But I will say right off the bat, it's very likely that, like, you will not be able to, like, finish off the palace with just, like, you know, with pretty much just, like, you know, the health that you got right now, or even with all this, like, experience that you're fighting right now, even with the bubbles as well, too. So, pretty much, like, yeah, like, as much as you guys probably might not want to do it, like, sooner or later, you will have to, like, pretty much, you will have to, level grind, at least once. You will have to do at least one mandatory, oh, alright, well, I thought it was gonna be, yeah, but no. Oh, well, it's okay. We still got him. And our other knuckle. But yeah, like I said, sooner or later, you will have to, like, grind and everything, so... Pretty much after you get done with Palace 6, I would still recommend doing at least one grinding session. That way, like, pretty much that way you can get all the maximum amount of levels before you enter to the Great Palace. Because trust me, you will actually need them. Especially if you want to make the game just a little bit more easier on you folks. Right over here. Okay, I don't have enough for... Yeah, I don't have enough for a reflex, so... Trying to dodge these guys as well too. It's been a pain.
Look, it's the organic
oh yeah.
Oh
oh my God, they're back again. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll handle them sooner or later. I just gotta go, all right. I just gotta keep stabbing me in the foot.
Oof! Oh.
Yeah, I saw that coming, and yeah. Okay. I know.
Never mind.
Let's see. Let's get one of them. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. And okay, I knew he was gonna do that. Okay. Now we don't have to fight the side knuckle if we don't want to. So let me just make a path if I can. There we go. Okay. Yep. Up. And there we go. Alright, now for this next part right here, you are going to want to... Oh, actually, we don't have enough for a jump spell, so... Alright, well, if you don't have enough for a jump spell, all you gotta do is just hope that, like, your own jumping skills is actually pretty good for this one. Let's see. What's up with this one? Oh, I think I made it. Yeah, alright, I made it. Nice. Alright. But I would actually recommend getting a jump spell if you can and everything, because if you don't have it, then yeah, you're not, pretty much you're gonna have a bit of a hard time with this one. And you know what? I'll actually be very surprised if I'm able to, like, kill this boss with the health I got right now. Let's see.
Is this a mid? Okay, yeah, it's a mid boss. Alright.
Yeah. So pretty much, like, yeah, there are two mini bosses in this palace. And pretty much with both these bosses, it's the same one. So pretty much, like, yeah, just do the same thing that you did in the third palace, and you should be okay. Oop. And there we go. Alright. Okay. Oop. Yeah, I saw that coming. I had a feeling. Alright, well, like I said, I'm not too salty on that, so... Alright, I'll at least put up a shield spell and get this ready.
How many lives do you have left?
I only got 2, actually, so we're still good.
Okay. Alright, we're good then. Not to worry then.
So, yeah, I'm gonna try my best not to get a game over at this part and such, if I can. Because, like, yeah, if I get a game over and everything, and like I said, like we said and everything, you have to walk all the way back from the North Palace and everything. Which, thankfully, at least once we get into editing, like, I can edit that stuff out. And there we go. Okay. Oop. Oop. There we go. Alright, so he does drop a key. Now, thankfully, at least in this palace and a Great Palace, you can actually get a Link doll in here, which I will show off where, where it's at. So pretty much like, yeah, if you're actually running low on lives and everything, I'll at least show you where you could grab an extra life. So, alright. With that, we got our final item within this palace, and that is the cross. And that cross is actually going to come in handy for us. So for this, we can actually just drop down right here. And I believe, like, right here, we'll actually get another pea bag. Before I get it, though. I mean, I know it's going to come back, but might as well get it right now. Alright, let's go get that pea bag. So you do need... actually, can I get there? Okay, I can get there without a jump. I don't need it. Alright, so here's your pea!
Pea!
Pea! And, okay, Bubble's not there. Good. Okay, we do have him. Right. And pretty much I will say right there... I will say right off the bat as well, too. Once you go ahead and upgrade your attack to level 8, pretty much... Ooh, I'll take that. And let me get a reflect. Pretty much like, yeah, once you get your attack to level 8, you can actually kill the, at least the red Iron Knuckles with actually just one stab, actually. There we go. Alright, so back up to the elevator. And, okay. Yeah, be careful with this guy. There we go. Alright, we're a little good on lives, so alright, I'm not gonna worry about a magic container just yet. See if I can get over there. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get over there without jump. It's a bit tricky, I will admit. There we go. And there we go. Alright. See you later. Aw, man! Yeah, see you guys. Yep. Yeah, see you guys, don't worry. I told you I'd get rid of them, and no problem. And hey, look at that, you got another magic container. You're welcome. If only I could actually, you know, dodge all these little fire beams or whatever they're called from the dragons. Alright, now basically for this next part, you're gonna want to drop down at least 2 floors. So, 1 and 2. Oh!
This is Castle.
Yeah, pretty much. And you got another blue Iron Knuckle to fight. And I believe if you get your attack to level 8, I think they actually go down in still 3 hits, actually. And there he goes. Alright, pretty much I just pushed him off screen, so we're good. Alright, I'll be careful on this part, because, yeah, we got more of these guys. So be careful on this part, and that they don't accidentally push you to the lava. Because, again, it actually has happened to me! I saw that. I saw that happening. Okay. I saw that happening. I saw that coming. And it was too late. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see here. You know what, I'll do life. Why not? Or at least shield, I should say. Okay, much better. Much better. Alright, well, that was the second time that I actually, pretty much, like, you know, accidentally pushed myself into the lava. So, another embarrassing moment, for Sakura right there. Might not.
Totally embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Well, well, actually, the good news is that, like, you know, if we can actually get close to a Link doll, then I can actually, like, restore my life right there. And hopefully this won't happen with the boss, but no promises. Alright. This one, okay, actually, there are 2 places where you actually do need fairy. So if you can, it's a little tricky, but if you can, try not to get hit by the bubbles. Because like I said, if you get hit by the bubbles, you lose a little bit of your magic. Like that. Which, thankfully, wasn't all that much, so hopefully I should have enough for another fairy, but I do think... Okay, not this one. We should actually get to another magic coming up soon. Well, actually, not just magic. We should be coming to another mini-boss, which is right here. So, let's see. I'll put on a shield just in case. Because I do know where I could get a red magic container. And pretty much hopefully it'll be another magic container this time. Whoop. Okay, that was my fault. Okay. Alright, one more. Hey Dave, welcome back. So yeah, pretty much as you saw in the title and everything, we're pretty much going to be finishing off Zelda 2 right here, right now. So I will say right off the bat, this might be a very long session, depending on how both this palace, the road to the Great Palace, and even the Great Palace itself will treat us. Which so far we're doing pretty good on Palace 6 and everything. And actually I just realized something. Well, actually I can fix it up a little later. Anyway, alright, so for this part, you will actually need a fairy. However, oh, this is ready. Yep. Alright, be ready for this one, because, yeah, there's gonna be a blue iron knuckle coming up. If you can, try to, if you can, try to, you know, drag him over here close enough right here. If you can. Because right over there, there's also some, very fast bubbles as well, too. And I want to try to at least, you know, not have them and the blue iron knuckle on the same screen if I can help it. Okay, one more should do it. Oop. There we go. Alright, now we should have an easier, yeah, alright, we should have a little bit of an easier time with the bubbles. But I will, yeah, but see what I mean, right here, so, yeah, I will have to get, you know, a red container by the time we're done. Which, thankfully I know where that's at, and there you go. There's your extra link doll, so just in case if you, ever need it, there you go.
And cool, it changes color as well.
Actually, yeah, too, I just realized that, yeah, it actually does change color. And that right there, that's where you actually need fairy. If you don't have fairy, then, you're not gonna complete this palace anytime soon. So, please, no. Alright, well, just when it comes to that, you die. Hey, P! I'll take that. Okay, if I can make it to 8,000 before I get the boss, that'll actually be pretty neat. Because then I can actually, show you guys, you know, a little, there's no sound in the game. Alrighty, hold on. Let me see what I can do.
There's no sound?
Yeah, there's no sound from the game for whatever reason. Okay, how does it look right? Oh, let me see what else could be it. Okay. Can you hear it right now? Alright. Like I said, let me know if you can actually hear the game, because I also want to make... Barely. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Here. Alright, let me do this. So I also don't want it to be way too loud, but... Okay. How's that? A little better? There's actually a part right here we could get a pea bag, so let me go ahead and grab some, if I can. If not, and pretty much if not, you know, if I get a if I, you know, lose a life here, and it's not all too bad. Alright, okay, now you can hear it, good. Way better, alright, good. Alright, let me get this real quick. Whatever. I think that's it over here, but let me double check. Okay, well, like I said, if I die here to the heads, then I'm not gonna worry too much on it, because I actually do need, like, some magic anyways, so...
There we go.
How's the weekend? So far my weekend's going, like, pretty fine and everything. Just been chilling and such. Yeah, nothing really all too much on my end. Like, it's been going pretty fine, and I'm actually gonna lose. Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, hit me. Cause like I said, I need some magic anyway, so yeah, hit me. Alright, let's get out of here. So, alright. Yeah, so for this part, honestly, I would say just ignore the wizards as much as you can. Cause like I said, you actually do need this fairy spell. So let's go ahead and use it. And thankfully, we don't have to worry about the mini-boss as well, too.
Thank God.
Yeah. Alright, so pretty much once you get down here, make sure you get your fairy spell ready. Drop down right here. Now make sure you open up the menu for this and press select, and there you go. So like I said, this is mandatory. You do need to go here because this is where the boss is. And just in case if you want to get a little bit more experience, even though like I don't think like now to give it to, yeah, pretty much now to give it to us. But pretty much like I highly doubt we'll get like as many. We'll get the experience points and also put the crystal in the same time, but you never know. So yeah, good. Yeah, all right. So get this ready and make sure you do not fall into the lava. All right, here we go with this boss. Meet.
Oh boy.
Barbara. Okay. So honestly, I agree. Like Barbara is actually a very fun boss. Basically, my strategy with Barbara is that like usually I try to like basically stand in one of these corners and everything and use the up thrust against his face. Now be careful when you do this because like he actually does shoot fire at you. So pretty much as soon as you try to get a stab on him, quickly jump away. And pretty much 9 times out of 10 you won't get hit by his fire. But if for some reason like you can't get away to a ledge in time and everything, then pretty much just get as close to him as you can, and you won't get knocked back into the lava. So pretty much, just one of those. He's just one of those bosses to where like you're gonna have to take your time with him. Yeah, you're gonna have to take your time with him for a little bit, but sooner or later you will actually get him.
All right.
And pretty much, it looks like Barbara's actually starting to catch on what I'm actually doing here. Come over here and fight me, man. Oh, I finally tricked you, dragon. And actually, Barbara was another thing. Okay, right here. So pretty much right here, when he does that, try to get as close to him as you can. So that way, like, you won't get knocked back into the lava. Anyway, that's what I was about to say. Like, Barbara was another one that was actually, like, completely changed from the Japanese to the American version. In the Japanese Famicom disc system, he was actually portrayed as, like, a Easter dragon and such. Whereas in this version, he's actually portrayed as, like, a Western dragon. And pretty much as Dave said, do not fall into the lava once you beat him. Just try to be as patient as you can. So, like I said, pretty much up thrust really works with this guy. And, okay, not yet. Okay, I'm gonna wait right over here. And I got my life spell ready, just in case if I need it. So, okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And, okay, I got him. I finally got him. Alright, I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait here. Because I think... Okay, there's the key. Alright, off we go. And there we go. Alrighty, folks. That was every single level of every single, like, status upgraded. So now we are ready to go on ahead and take on the Great Palace. So, there you go. Every level is now maxed out. Now, if for some reason you were actually able to reach 9,000 and everything, then pretty much all you will actually get is just like 1 extra life and everything. So pretty much if you want to be that type of person and such, and actually get like, grind for as many lives as you can, then go right ahead and grind to your heart's content. And pretty much like, for this part, like, if you did not max out your 3 status and everything, then basically I will tell you to do that right now before you get to the Great Palace. Trust me, you'll thank me later. But yeah, now that we got the cross, we can actually see these eyeballs now. And now that we can see them, we can actually attack them now, and know when to dodge them. So before we get to the Great Palace, let's enter back over here to this house. And here you go. This will be your final voice acting.
I can give you most powerful magic.
And what he means by most powerful, he means most expensive as well too. Yeah, thunder. So much like with the silver arrows in the last game, you need a thunder spell for this game. If you do not have the thunder spell, then well, as Johnny said, you can't win. Yeah. So pretty much this magic is actually mandatory for the Great Palace boss. So now that we got that, all we need to do now is head to the Great Palace. And pretty much also at this point, usually what like most people do as well too, pretty much it's also the point where like pretty much players will go ahead and get the Link dolls from the overworld as well too. So pretty much if you did not get any, okay, actually you know what, I was gonna get a game over. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I was gonna get a game over either way because I had 1 life left, so you know what, I'm not all that mad. Because we need to get to the Great Palace anyway, and actually this actually helps.
We gotta get there anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. So because like I said, pretty much even though the Great Palace is hard, any Zelda 2 fan that have played this game religiously will tell you that getting to the Great Palace is really the more difficult challenge in of itself. And you'll see why.
Oh, the Great Palace is nothing compared to getting there.
Pretty much, yeah. And yeah, that's actually true. So like, yeah, if you remember the spell and such that you got, if you want to make it easy, you can actually perform the spell on the eyeballs, and pretty much they'll turn into blue bots. So pretty much again, if you want to make it just a little bit easier for yourself, well, there you go. But yeah, and pretty much like, yeah, this will serve as a sort of a little precursor about what will happen if you actually like, pretty much get a game over while on your trip to the Great Palace. So, alright, yeah, like I said, no matter what, you're gonna have to go through these traps, no matter what. Alright, let's start here. Alright, I'm gonna use this. Whoop. So, yeah, let's go ahead and try to avoid some rocks. Alright, now for this one, you don't have to worry about anything, like, honestly, just do down throws or just let the rocks hit you. Yeah, there you go.
I'm curious, do they turn to the blobs? Do those guys turn to blobs if you use spell?
I think they do. I think, like, some of them do. Let me try it out real quick.
Try it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
Aha!
So yeah, there's another easy way for you to like, get rid of them if you don't want to deal with them. And thankfully, I actually do know a place somewhere like you can get a red container as well too. So if you want to use the spell on those guys, well, go right ahead. And actually, yeah. All right. So what you need to do for this part, you need to go into this graveyard. And all right, so this is the last place to where you need to basically, yeah, this is basically the last mandatory place that you need to like. Well, actually, this is the last mandatory place to use this setting that you need to do in order to start your quest to get to the Great Palace. So go through here, and like I said, if you need a magic container, there you go. So, actually, where is it? I think did it actually leave? Hold on. Yeah, I think it might actually left. I think it might have glitched out. Because, like, yeah, normally there's supposed to be a red container right here. Well, I guess, Link's just gonna... Alright, Grant, well, looks like you're just gonna have to be a man. I guess, like, I pretty much solved your, little, alcohol addiction right there, so... Yes. Because pretty much true soldiers don't need rum just to get two soldiers don't need to get wrong just to basically make it through this great palace. They did. The game literally robbed me and such. So pretty much, yeah, I'm gonna have to go through this without getting the red magic container. So, all right, if for some reason I get a game over here, which honestly is looking very likely, if I get a game over in here, then hopefully the red container will be there this time. But pretty much, yeah, this is the path. Yeah, this is the path that you need to take in order to make it to the Great Palace. And honestly, right here, I would say use jump. You can make it there without jump, but I would not recommend it, to be honest. And, alright. So, yeah, you will still get the random encounters as well, too. So, just try to, just try to deal with them as best you can. And you should be okay. Whoop. Alright, I'll take that. As long as you didn't hit me. So, alright, here you go. Just in case if you, if you're still that stubborn person and didn't, want to get any didn't want to grind or anything, here you go. This is your last bag. And it's for 500 too, so yeah. Pretty much use it while you can.